Good morning, everyone. I just went and picked up some Barkbusters yesterday afternoon, so I've got them here. As you can see from the packaging, they're made for the Triumph Tiger 1200 GT Rally Explorer, and I think the GT and Rally Explorer 2022 onwards. And then I've got the black plastic guards. Here they are with the white Barkbuster writing in them. Of course, you get all the bolts and everything you need as well. So I'm ready to go. The first thing that I will need to do is to remove the current hand guards. So let me get to that. That's the right one. Just loosen the mirror first. Just got to be careful because there's wiring obviously that goes into these mirrors. Oops. I'm going to have to find that. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to have to loosen the wiring here because it, as you can see, it comes right up through the center of. If that's just that there. Yep. Yep, so it's this little wire here. This was actually loose when I bought the bike, and I was wondering why these, why it wasn't working properly. Okay, so that's loose. I'll just put that aside for now. Okay. Okay, on this side. Okay, that's the whole thing off. I did buy a bit of thread locker as well because I see they're using it here. Okay, what I did want to check is whether if I take this off, whether I can't reuse this piece only. But of course it's going to depend on whether it gets in the way. Of the new aluminium piece. Let's have a look. I thought if I can use this piece, at least it covers these wires over here. So I'm thinking if that goes on there and doesn't disturb the rest of it, that might be a plan. certainly possible. And I mean, it's not getting in the way of anything, so that's probably going to be fine. The other thing is I got this off an old Garmin, and I was wondering if I can't maybe shove it in there, just because I don't like putting metal on metal. Anyway, let's have a look and see if that fits or not. Okay, I'm just going to play around here for a bit and get things loosely on, and then I'll come back. Okay, that side fitted pretty snugly. I've got the Loctite on. I've managed to keep this thing in place to hide the wires away. I think I need to slide it over a bit more. There we go. And everything's snug here with Loctite on and right torque tensioning. I think it's 20 Newton meters there and 10 there, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's in the instructions, so I'm glad I've managed to keep that on. Yeah, I've kind of got the other side half done. I've just lost a nut somewhere. I've got to go find it, and maybe I'll finish it off a bit later. I've got to do something else now, so see you soon. Okay, I've tightened up the left hand side. I've got the right hand one. It's still, I've just tightened it over here a little bit, but it's the way I've got it now, I'm going to have to bend it down a little bit, but I think that's okay. Eventually it'll settle down. So I'm just going to do the Loctite thing over here. I'm just using the blue one, which is the kind of the semi tight one. I think the red one is, they call that the permanent one. I don't really want to go near that, so I'll stick with this one. Okay, get the other Loctite on and I'll fasten it all up. They say you need to fasten that one first, and then I think it's on this side, then that side. Just double check. Yeah, so it's this one first, which I've almost done, then that one, then that one, then that one, so it's just carrying on around. Just put this on away from the bike so I don't spill any on paintwork. As you can see, it's floating up a little bit there, but once I tighten it, it'll settle down, hopefully. On this bike there's no, it doesn't look like, well, I hope I'm not wrong, but it doesn't look like there's any left or right as far as which one goes on which side. I know on some of the bikes it's a thing. Or some of the mounts. This the wrong way around. This is it right? Yeah, the shorter one goes on the inside and the longer one on the outside. Yeah, this side's going to take a bit more manoeuvring than the other side. Okay, I'm just going to tighten it up, then I'll come back. Okay, this side's pretty tight as well now. So, as I mentioned before, you buy these separately. These are bike specific, and then they're made so that the standard Barkbuster plastic bits can fit over. These are the VPS ones. You get different ones. You can get carbon ones. You can get ones that wrap right around, and you know, for really cold climates. But these are fine. So basically, they've got pre-drilled holes, and it'll fit on like that. Two little screws go in here to hold it, and as you can see, it seems to it does put a little bit of pressure against this piece, but I don't think it's anything that's going to be detrimental. So that'll fit on there. And then so the nice thing about these is they come in a variety of different colors as well. So I was tossing up between white with black writing and black with white writing. I thought this might be nice for now, but the nice thing about it is if you get bored, you can change the colors, and you can have a white one here with, sorry, and this is a extra piece, so it fits on the back here again. Bolt screws in two different positions, so you can have it around about there on the lower position, just to give it a little bit more wind resistance, and then you can have it up here as well to give it even more wind deflection. We're coming into summer now, so I'm probably not even going to put this on. It's warm enough in the mornings. I don't have the heated grips on anymore, so I think that's going to be fine for now. And in the summer, when it gets really hot, I'll probably just take that off and ride with it like that and let the wind hit my hands and get some air onto my gloves. I think that'll be nice and cool. I couldn't do that with the standard ones, so I think this is really good, considering the amount of options you've got for changing this up and trying different ones, carbon ones, get some other fatter ones, just look ugly to me. What I might do as well, there's I think they call it a skid plate or something, you can get that. I think it goes over this section over here, just kind of neatens it up a little bit, and probably if you do have a fall, it might scuff that plate and you just change it instead of making this look ugly. But you know, so I might do that as well. I'll have a look and see what they cost, but in the meantime I'll just screw these in and then I'll get back to you again. I've got the hand guards on now. It's just simple bolt in. I like symmetry, so I was looking at my sitting on the bike looking at the mirrors to see if they were all straight and everything, wondering why I couldn't balance the sides out. I've just seen now, if you look at how tall this piece is here, I don't know how to measure it, maybe that part of my finger. Put the tool down, that part of my finger up to the joint. If you go around to this side, you'll see that it's way shorter, so they're different. I can't imagine that that's done on purpose. Anyway, it's past closing hours, so I'll just leave it like it is now, and I'll give them a call on Tuesday. We've got a holiday on Monday, so no one's going to be open. But anyway, I mean, that's it really. It's a really nice solid solution. As I said, I may get the skid plates or whatever they're called for the side there, just to make it look a little bit neater. But I'm glad I was able to keep these parts on, because not so much on this side, but on the other side, on the clutch side especially, there's a bit of wiring on the top there which would be kind of open to the elements. The thing that I might be concerned about is wind getting in there. Not so much on that side though, more of a concern on this side over here. But yeah, if I can get that sorted out, bonus. Well, so after going online and googling a bit, I discovered that all the VPS handguard plastics are different on the left and the right. I've got no idea why. I tried to research it. I put in multiple Google searches and no one could tell me. I've gone to a couple of my friends to see if they know, and I'll wait to hear back from them. But just one other thing, I don't know if you can see this, but just be very careful. I found that when I turned my handlebar all the way to the right, this nut here was actually touching the paintwork, so I had to try and twist it up slightly. It's sitting about 1.5 millimeters above the tank paint now, so that'll be okay for now. But I'm just thinking this piece of plastic here tends to change height a little bit, and I've got to keep on squishing it down. I'm actually wondering whether it won't be wise to actually loosen the handlebars and rotate them up just a little bit, maybe a millimeter or two. I don't think that's going to affect the riding position that much, but at least it will make sure that this bolt is always well clear of the nice paintwork that I've got there. Okay, that's the end. Thanks again for watching. Let me know what you guys think.